Hi guys, I'm back to talk more about our penguins. I've had so much fun learning about these cute little penguins, and I hope that you have too. So this week we get to compare our heights with the emperor penguin and the little blue penguin. Okay, so I did my best to kind of recreate the worksheet for you on Seesaw, but I know it doesn't look exactly the same, but I tried my best. So before you start this lesson, and I did this before I started recording because I thought it might be a little bit easier, you're going to ask somebody in your family to measure you, okay? Um, you need to find out how tall you are in inches for this activity, okay? So we're going to do a bar graph just like we do every day when we check the weather at school, to see who's taller, who's shorter, who's in the middle. I don't know. So right here, it says the emperor penguin is 45. These two little quotation marks, that means inches, just so you know. So the emperor penguin is 45 inches tall. So this down here says the emperor. Now, I am going to, so I'm trying to say too many things at one time. You are going to fill out with a color the emperor penguin, okay? So if he's 45 inches tall, here's 10, 20, 30, 40. Now, each of these lines, my lines are a little bit uneven. I did try my best with a ruler and it still looks a little bit messy, but your page will not look like that. So the way that we are going to get to 45 is we're going to go like this: 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Do you see how I counted on each of the lines? You're going to do the same thing on your paper. And you will have the tools on Seesaw to kind of use to draw or write. So let's see, I put my finger right here. And I use pink so it stands out. So this is what I like to do. I like to start at the top and then draw my way down so I don't go over, so I don't draw the whole thing by accident. Okay, so I'm going to do this quickly so I don't lose your attention. All right. Whew. Okay, my pink marker is running out a little bit. So the emperor penguin is 45 inches tall. You can even write, so here's 45. I'm going to circle that. And then the little blue penguin is 16. So I'm going to circle that just so we kind of know. So next, I'm going to do my height. And guess what? My height is 65 inches. So that means that I would be over this. The bar chart only goes to 60 inches. Now, none of you are taller than me, so you guys will not have the same problem. But I am going to color this guy, and I think I need a new marker. Here's my pink, and I think it's fun to do. I'm going to choose, let's see, for me, I'll choose this red, and then I'll choose a different color for the next one. So I'll start all the way. So I would be like up here, I guess. 65 inches tall. So I would be taller than both of the penguins. Alrighty, my friends. So okay, so there's mine. I'm going to make sure that you can see that. And then we need to do now a little blue penguin, which I can just glance over here and see that I already I don't have to look for the information because I already circled 16. I know it might be kind of hard for you to see on my page, but I already did that. So I'm going to find, here's the number 10 and here's 20. So I know that 16, I know that 16 will be in between the 10 and the 6 and the, oh my gosh, I keep stumbling over my words, the 10 and the 20. So I'm going to start at 10, 10, 11, 12, I hope you're counting with me, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm going to draw my line here, okay? So I know not to go above that. And I am going to do color down like I have been. Okay, and if you want to, an option that you could do is you could write 45, 65, I guess, and then 16. If you want to add that, you can do that too. Now we're gonna use at the bottom of the page our less than and greater than symbols. So remember, less than, the arrow, remember that alligator, the alligator's mouth? He's always going to want to eat the bigger number. So the bigger number, the arrow or the mouth will always be facing the bigger number, okay? Because that alligator is hungry and greedy. So let's come down here. This says my height. So for me, if you remember, my height was 65. So I'm going to write 65 in this. 65. The emperor's height is, it's so helpful that I circled it because I don't have to search for the information. 45. Okay, what's bigger, 65 or 45? Well, and if you need help, you can also, if that's tricky for you and you don't think of it right away, you can also look right here. So who's taller? The emperor penguin or me? Well, my bar graph is way taller than his. So for me, and this might be different for you, the alligator's mouth is going to face towards me on this because, there we go. Because why? The alligator is hungry. Okay, so 65 is greater than 45. My height is greater than the emperor's height. Okay, now little blue, who remembers how tall is he? Oop, 16. Okay, so I'm gonna write 16. My height, which you would write your height, remember, not my height, 65. What's bigger? Let's look. I think that you'll know just by looking at the numbers what's bigger, but we can also look right here, the bar graph. I'm so much taller than him. That is so funny. So remember, the mouth is gonna face me. Just like that. So this one, so the little blue's height is less than my height. So I'm interested to see if you guys are shorter than or taller than the little blue penguin or the emperor penguin. It'll be fun to kind of see where we all fall on this. Now, this is page 2. So you'll have page 2 on your Seesaw account also. This says, write the heights of the 2 penguins and your height from shortest to tallest, okay? Do you remember who the shortest was? If you don't, we can come back and look at our bar graph. Look at this. So who's the shortest? Ding, 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 little blue. So I'm gonna write little blue. Okay. Little blue, this is me. And then for mine, the emperor is the next shortest because I am the tallest. So I'll go last. So I'll write the emperor. Okay, and then who's left? Little Blue, the Emperor, me. So I'm gonna write my height. You also could, maybe I'll actually just write me. So I kind of messed up, but that's okay. How much taller are you than the blank? So for you guys, I have a feeling I'm predicting that you're going to be taller than one of the penguins. I don't want to give it away. For me, I was taller than both of them, so it's going to be a little different. And if you, for some reason, if you are taller than both of them, then you can just choose one of the penguins. But I think you're only going to be taller than one of them. So how much taller are you than the? I'm going to say Little Blue. Actually, let's see here. Yep, I'm going to say Little Blue. So, show how you solve this problem. I am blank inches taller than, I can write Little Blue right here. So, my friends, there are a few ways that you can solve this. You can draw a picture. You could look at your bar graph and you could count. So here I am. So here's 16. And then here I'm all the way to 65. So counting that would be a lot of counting. I also could count by tens. I also could count by fives. So let's see how I'm going to do this. So if I'm here, I'm at 6. So I'm trying to get from 16 to 65, or from 65 to 16. So I think what I could do is I could pretend like this is, so I'm noticing that this is close to the number 15. So maybe I will pretend for right now that this is 15, and I'll add that one that I took away back. I just think it's going to be easier. So I'm going to say 15. 15. I'm going to count by fives. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oops, I messed up. So I need to start over again. So 15, 20 to 25 is another 5. 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50, 50 to 55, 55 to 60, 60 to 65. So I counted on my hand 2 times. So let's see. This is how many times I got there. So 5. I put up a finger every time I went up another 5, if that makes sense. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And remember, I took away a 1 from 16 so that I had this, so that I could just count by fives. So that would be 51 inches. Okay, so I'm going to write this right here, 51. And then we're going to try it a different way and see what happens then. So if I also could start at 15 and I could count by tens. So that would be like this, 15. So I'm going to take that 1 away for now, just so that it is just, and I'll add the 1 back at the end. 15. Here, this is what I'm going to do. In the middle, I'll do 25. How about that? 25. So 10, 15, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and then 65. Okay, so I could also So that if I wanted to add the 5, so I'm talking over myself again.